Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I hope you're all doing well in the best state of Imaan and health. One of the things that I learned from my mother, and I would like to quote, she said, understand that maybe what you're trying to convey is a good thing, but how you're trying to convey it matters the most. And I think there are so many times in our lives where people tell us, or we tell people unintentionally, some of the worst advices. One may not realize an after effect that comes along with it. May Allah help us all and forgive us. Ameen. And the worst advice I am talking of, and I would like to quote, either you follow everything in Islam or don't do it at all. यानी अगर आप फॉलो कर रहे हो इस्लाम को पूरी तरीके से फॉलो करो या तो फिर आप मत करो. It's like saying you either pray 5 times a day or don't pray at all. First of all, let's take the same quote I quoted from the above as an example from the Salah. Now imagine someone is doing their best towards their prayers to offer and they missed Fajr, okay? Would any wise person will look into the situation and be like, man, you either pray 5 times a day or just leave it, don't pray anything at all for the day. So by this advice, either the person should pray 5 times a day, and if by mistake they have missed a salah, they should miss the other 4 as well. But the fact is you should actually make up, right? Now think, what if someone actually follows it? Listening to that one advice, that either pray 5 times or don't pray at all, would they not pray for the whole day if they have missed one salah? Any mindful Muslim won't do this, right? They won't give this bad advice. Because if someone said this advice and the other person follows it, what will they answer Allah when they are asked about it? And Allah will ask both, right? He will ask the one who has given the bad advice and to also the one who has followed it. Correct? Another incident I would like to throw light on, and this is also an example, and mind you, there are many sisters who go through this so many times, so many of the sisters will be able to relate it with this, inshallah. And this is not just it is not just told by the non-Muslims, it is also told by some of the Muslims. That is, this also comes from our own community, which is very heartbreaking. Now the example is, if a sister is trying to work on her hijab, okay, she isn't there yet, but she's trying her best. So why do the sisters get to hear the same advice that either you follow, either you do complete hijab or remove it, don't do it at all? You know how dangerous is this type of disencouragement? Imagine saying this to some sister, which of course will cause a damage, and that sister who is told so and so that either you do it or remove it at all, she is doing her best to put on a hijab, to follow it as much as she can, and listening to this one advice, she stops all of it. She follows the advice that okay, I will remove it all because some random person ABCD has said her either you follow it completely or don't do it at all. How are you going to answer Allah for this encouragement? As I said, Allah will ask both the parties that why did you disencourage this person who's trying their best, and the person who has followed or taken advice, Allah would tell that why didn't you ignore this person's dumb advice? You could have just not take it to the heart. So it's important that we know what we are telling. In today's world, we have forgot the beauty of correcting people. We all have heard stories of prophets, right? Right from Adam alayhi salam to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Did you notice how did they correct other people? Were they harsh? No. Were they sarcastic? No. They were actually worried and used their best of speech to tell the other party what is best for them. So, why are we being harsh when it comes to correcting people? If you want to correct someone's hijab, there is a good way. If you want a person to not miss their prayers, there is definitely a good way. Why do we have to be harsh and disencourage them, saying that you either do it perfectly, follow the Islam perfectly, or don't do at all? Why are we so harsh? Instead, our approach should be that we go to these people who are facing some difficulty in their Iman. Every person is going through some battle with their nafs. And it can be salah, it can be fasting, it can be with hijab, it can be with earning, it can be with modesty. You know, every Muslim will have a fight between their nafs. It can be anything of the above. Okay? We should have a healthy conversation where we understand what makes certain things difficult for them. For some people, it is Allah made it easy for them to wear a hijab, to pray 5 times a day, to dress up modestly. Allah made it easy for them. So just because Allah has helped few of the people to follow something really good, we should also try to know what problems they are facing, because at some point even we might have faced the same when we are on that journey, right? So we should encourage them, saying that, you know what, hey, I saw you're struggling, you have a problem, can we talk about it? What problems are you facing? Do you want my help to, overcome it? Let me just help you out. We'll do it together, inshallah. So instead of giving such bad advices or putting them down, you could actually be a help. And imagine, I'm reversing the situation. If with your help, kind words, okay, what if someone is able to follow something really better? For example, there is a person who is having a difficulty to wake up for fajr. So instead of criticizing them, we tell that person that, you know what, I feel, we should start praying together. If you're in the same home, start with that. I will wake you up, I'll do the better for you, whatever I can. Or if you're at a distance place, if she's your friend over there and she's not able to wake up, you call her at that point of time, that until she gets up. Imagine doing that, and Allah helps the person more to become regular with the Fajr prayer. Okay? Imagine what reward you can get for helping them to overcome a difficulty. Same goes for hijab. For example, there's a sister, there's a brother who's having a difficulty in wearing modest clothing, covering themselves up. You be a partner to them, and they don't feel alone, that okay, fine, I am not alone, this person is also with me. They give you that motivation talk, that you can do it. Start with bismillah, don't think too much about it. Imagine if that person is overcoming that problem or hesitation of wearing a hijab all whenever they are going out. Imagine if they overcome by the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, how immensely Allah ta'ala will reward you for helping that person out. And remember this, that think before you say anything. Think before you act. I would like to conclude this video by a hadith from Al-Adab Al-Mufrad 130, and its grade is Hasan. It says, Munir At-Tawri reported what Muhammad ibn Ali ibn al-Hanafiya said about, is the repayment of kindness anything except kindness? He said, it is not denied to either the pious or the deviant. By this hadith, we all understand the importance kindness carries. To be kind, to be humble, to help others, to be soft spoken. to present it in a good way. Remember that to be kind is not to be a fool. I get to hear this so many times, that if someone is kind and generous, people call them out that, you know what, you're a dumb person, you're not smart, you're a fool, why are you so, some people even call it to show off. So don't pay attention to anything of this. A kind person is not a fool person. Remember, to be kind was from the manners of our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So let's do our best to follow the same manner of his, that is the kindness, inshallah. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.